The dynamic you have with a girl should be one in which she recharges you like that. Like you can have this sort of downtime, connect with her, get a bit of stress relief. The problem comes when guys get into a relationship with a woman and it's just...
They get in a relationship with crazy.
Yeah, and maybe it doesn't start crazy. Women become what you let them be. Like, women will behave as badly as you reward them. Like, the girl who might be a complete bitch or like a crazy or whatever to one guy might be like the very submissive.
Sometimes they just need to be told to shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
They do.
It's okay.
They kind of want it as well.
Thank you. The number of girls whose panties would get wet by you telling them to shut the fuck up and doing it with a straight face, doing it, not flinching, not pulling any punches, like just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, mean it.
And mean it. That's it. We're not having an argument. Some people will say, oh, that's a damaged woman. Any woman who would be attracted to that, then a lot of women are damaged. Like I don't buy that. I think that's female nature. I think that's female. Like that's how they are wired. They're wired to respect strength. They're wired to respect boundaries. They're wired to respect a man who has self-respect. Like Italian mafia, for example. You look at the relationship they have with like their wife. There was always a system with like there's the wife and then there's the mistresses on the side and stuff, and you never mix the two. You never take them to the same restaurant. You never do this kind of stuff. But you look at the way that they would interact with their woman, and it's like that. Like it's very clear that he's the head of the household. His word is the final word, and it's obvious that he would replace her. The only power that a guy ever actually has is the willingness to walk away. Everything that a woman wants comes down to attention. Attention is the reward. You kissing her is a form of attention. You fucking her is a form of attention. You arguing with her is attention. You're rewarding her when you argue with her. One guy in particular back in Australia, he's like, oh man, like she just annoys me. Like we get into a fight, and he's got a kid with this woman, so like he's not going to leave her. And it's not like a case where he feels like he can move on. And I wouldn't encourage him to move on. He's just describing this scenario to me, and I'm like, to me, it just like it sounds like you get angry at her. He's like, I yell at her and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, well, there's your mistake. You are training her to get you angry.
Press that button, say that thing, and I get his attention.
Bingo. Yeah. That's it. Just you're rewarding it. Like you can't pretend like they are logical creatures, and so you can't act in like the rational way. So it's like you might think by like your dad yelling at you made you behave. If I yell at my girlfriend when she's being annoying and retarded, she'll behave. No, you are literally rewarding her retardedness by yelling and engaging in an argument with her. The only way to like correct that behavior is to withdraw your attention. There's no winning when you give attention. People might think that what I'm saying right now is me being a bit of a dick. Like, and I'm telling guys, like, you need to be a bit ice cold with your woman for her to actually respect you. I'd love to be a nice guy. I really would. I would actually much prefer to be the nice, sweet gentleman to you all the time. But for your sake, I have to be like, I'm doing it for you, baby. Don't you understand? I'm being a to keep you happy. Because if I'm not a then you don't respect me. And then you end up trying to emotionally manipulate me and take advantage and you ruin the relationship. So I'm sorry, but I have to be.
Do you have a special person in your life?
Not at the moment. I've had that exact scenario where it's been, you got to put the foot down and you've got to, withdraw the attention when they're acting up, and you've got to be cold. You need to build your woman into a partner. Nobody comes perfect. Nobody comes pre-packaged, at least of all for you specifically, because everybody's different. Their previous relationship is going to be different to your relationship. It's not controlling. It's not manipulative. So you need to have boundaries. Otherwise, you don't have a relationship. As a man, you have to be enforcing those boundaries, which means at times maybe being a bit cold. And that doesn't make you, manipulative, controlling. Doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a man. It puts you in control of the relationship, which is where you want to be. It's where the woman wants you to be, because she wants to feel safe. There isn't really like a female self-help movement besides like hitting the gym. Now they talk about like therapy and talking about your emotions, all this kind of stuff. That doesn't help women, by the way. That just puts them in this
gasoline.
It puts them in this endless neurotic narcissistic cycle. It doesn't help them. What does help improve women is the relationship with the man they have, or the strongest man in their life, be that their father or their husband or boyfriend or whatever, and him correcting her on behavior to make her a better woman, make her a better wife, make her a better partner. I don't think that's controlling or demeaning or disrespectful in any way. I think that's a positive way for a man and a woman to build on something together. You can't expect to be in a relationship with a woman who has no boundaries. If she's just allowed to run around and do and say whatever she wants, it's just chaos. The feminine is chaos, but the man is order, and the man's job is to contain that chaos in a little box.